Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The fuck's going on? Saturday night, June 30th, I'm going to be in Boise, Idaho. That's the next date I got available. I'm in Tucson the night before, but it's pretty much sold out. If you jump, you may be able to get some tickets. And then a bunch of other dates, including Toronto. Finally scheduled something for Toronto on September 29th. We're at the Ricoh Coliseum. All tickets are available at joerogan.com. Okay. This episode of the podcast is once again brought to you by the Cash App. Cash App is a sweet app, ladies and gentlemen. It lets you pay people back if you owe them money. You can buy and sell Bitcoin with the Cash App. You can deposit your paycheck right into the app. Or you can order a free custom cash card to spend anywhere you like. And the cash card is more powerful than ever with the Cash App's latest feature, Cash Boost. Cash Card's Boost program lets you get instant discounts every time you swipe your card. Right now, you can get $1 off every purchase you make at coffee shops across the country when you pay with your Cash Card. You can get 15% off Chipotle, 15% off Shake Shack, and more. And they're rolling out new boosts for the Cash Card constantly. So follow Cash App on Instagram and Twitter to find out what boosts are next. To get boosted, download the Cash App for free in the Google Play or the Apple Store. What the fuck is it called? Apple Store. Why does it sound weird to me? Apple Store. You know, sometimes you see a word and you're like, is that how you spell egregiously? Really? Why does it look weird? Get your free Cash Card and select your boost when you download the Cash App. And when you download the Cash App, enter the reward code Joe Rogan, one word, you'll receive $5, and the Cash App will send $5 to our friend Justin Wren's Fight for the Forgotten charity to build wells for the pygmies in the Congo. We're also brought to you by Stamps.com. Stamps.com is a fantastic way for you to use the services of the U.S. Postal Service and to do it at your own convenience. It's the easiest way to access all the amazing options of the U.S. Post Office. You can send any letter, any package of mail, domestic or international, everything from postcards to envelopes to packages, and it's easy to do. You create your Stamps.com account in minutes with no equipment to lease and no long-term commitments. All you need to do, go to Stamps.com and they'll hook you up with a 4-week trial, plus postage and a digital scale. What? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in JRE. They hook you up with this digital scale. You take your packages, you weigh them on the digital scale with a regular computer and a regular printer. You buy and print official U.S. postage, put it on your package, hand it to the mail person, and you're done, okay? It's convenient, it's easy, it's reliable, and it's efficient. And again, you can get a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale when you go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in JRE. We are also brought to you by motherfucking Blue Apron. What? Blue Apron is a way to go if you are a person that likes to cook meals, but you don't have the time to fuck around and go to the grocery store and get all the ingredients and look at a cookbook and try to figure it out. Listen, this is a very, very, very easy way to do it. What Blue Apron does is they send you a cooler, and in that cooler they have step-by-step recipes, photographic instructions, and food that's all properly portioned out. So all you have to do is open the little packages, follow the steps, and you'll make some goddamn amazing meals. Their mission is to make incredible home cooking accessible to everyone. And Blue Apron achieves this by supporting a more sustainable food system, setting the highest standards for ingredients, and building a community of home chefs. It's a fantastic way to go, ladies and gentlemen. I am a big fan of the Blue Apron. They have 3 different plans. They have a 2-person meal plan, a family meal plan, and they also have a wine plan, 6 bottles of wine from renowned winemakers, delivered monthly. Folks, It's a fucking sweet deal. And you can't go wrong. It's convenient. They offer you a lot of variety. It's flexible. They offer 12 new recipes each week, and customers can pick 2, 3, or 4 recipes based on what fits their schedule. So check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals for free at blueapron.com/Rogan. That's blueapron.com/Rogan to get your first 3 meals free. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my guest today is Adam Frank. Adam Frank is a scientist. He is a professor. He's a physicist in astronomy and astronomy. He's in astronomy. So fucking stupid I am. That's why I'm not in astronomy. I don't even know how to say astronomer. And a writer. And he has a very, very interesting new book out right now, Light of the Stars. Alien Worlds and the Fate of Earth. We talked about science fiction. We talked about science and climate change and some very important issues going on with human beings in the world. And just a really cool, really smart guy. And I really enjoyed talking to him. So please give it up for Mr. Adam Frank.
Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night. All day.
Boom. Adam, what's up, man? How you doing?
It's good to be here today.
It's good to be here, too, with you and to talk. Whoa. I'm already knocking shit over. Can't be trusted. Your book, Alien Worlds and the Fate of the Earth.
Yeah. All about it.
That's deep shit, man. Just the title alone, you're like, whoa.
I love aliens. Everybody loves aliens.
Everybody does, but what are your thoughts on actual aliens and whether or not they've ever visited here?
Yeah, it's interesting because, sort of 2 things. So, first of all,
we should tell everybody you have a background in science.
I do. I'm an astrophysicist
science.
at the University of Rochester.
So
I run a research group that studies like stars and planets. And
so you're not a crazy person I brought on here.
No. I'm a card-carrying scientist. I got my card and everything. I've been doing research on, astronomy, astrophysics for a long time. But I also do all this popular writing, like for NPR and New York Times. And the genesis of this book came, because I love science fiction. I've been reading science fiction since I was a kid. But also I do a lot of work on climate change. And so I deal with a lot of climate change denial. And what I realized was that, there's this way we talk about it that is, completely forgets about the fact that, we're probably not the first, And that led me to a whole bunch of research that eventually led to this book, including one paper that we did that showed that the odds that we're the only time it's ever happened, the only civilization in the entire history of the universe, the only way that could be true is if the odds per planet are 1 in 10 billion trillion, right? That's pretty low, right? So, if, the odds of anything being 1 in 10 billion trillion, that's pretty freaking low. So, it's probably happened before, There's been other civilizations before ours. And once you realize that, man, that is it changes everything about how we think about ourselves, and what's happening to us right now.
So, of other civilizations before ours that have fucked things up.
Well, that's kind of the premise, right? So that's what, when you look at climate change, right? Basically what it is civilizations are giant machines for turning energy into work, right? New York City, right? You sit over and you look at Manhattan, you're like, holy shit, right? There's all this energy flowing into it. And then there's all this work being done, to keep everything moving. And, there's no way not to have an impact. If you build a world-girdling civilization, which, that's what a civilization is, there's going to be impact. So the whole point of my doing this book was to start looking at ourselves as just one of. We're not alone. We're not the only time this has ever happened. Doesn't mean anybody's around now. That's a different question. But the idea that it's never happened before, it meaning civilization, what's happening around us, like this machinery and everything, that, that just in the new world of what we understand about planets and shit, that is just it's not tenable anymore. We got to wake up.
The idea that some civilization has to be the first one, that's what the only way you could ever think that we're the only ones is that some civilization has to be the first one, even in a universe that's infinite.
Yeah.
It has to happen one time.
Right.
But the idea is, are the conditions ideal in a trillion different spots all over the infinite spans of the universe.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? So what we've learned, so, one of my trips right now is like, this is not your grandfather's SETI anymore, right? Our understanding, we went through this major revolution in our understanding of planets about 20 years ago. So you look back at the Greeks, right? And you can see them arguing about whether any other stars had planets other than, the sun. And, it goes back and forth. Some of the Greeks were like, yeah, it's definitely happening. And then like Aristotle was like, no, we're the only world in the whole universe, that has life. And then as time goes on, it kind of goes back and forth. And even at the turn of the